Uh-oh. Fish. Oh gosh, look at that chunk. Oh, look at that. Pretty bass right there. That is a beauty. This is going to be a really cool show today. Got a special guest with us. Got the second Keeney that we've done a Pro versus Joe with. You guys might remember Brian Keeney from season 1. We've got his daughter, Abby, that has challenged us to a day on the water. Got a really cool lake here in Kansas. You can see it's a little chilly. It's early spring. Got a nice cold front hitting, but it's been warm, so I'm hoping the water's warm. And with that, we're going to have good fishing. Hi, Abby.
Hi.
Good to see you again.
You too.
How have you been?
I've been good. How have you been?
Good. It's a little chilly,
yeah.
You know, but welcome to Kansas, right?
Yeah.
So I'm really excited that you've challenged me. I think you wanted to represent the Keeney name and kind of get some revenge from season 1 with your dad. Hey, had a great time with him though, for sure. So looks like quite a little neat lake you've got us here on today.
Yeah.
So let's get out here and give it a try. What do you think?
Let's do it.
All right.
I'm Abby Keeney. I am 16 years old. I am a junior at Gardner-Edgerton High School. I fish out of the local bass club called Kickback Bass. I got into fishing because my dad started me when I could walk, and I've pretty much just been doing it ever since. And now I'm currently the only girl who fishes high school tournaments in the state of Kansas. I prefer power fishing. I like to throw square bill, chatterbait, spinnerbait, jigs. I challenged Brent because my dad was on season 1 and he lost, so I'm here to defend his honor.
All right, Abby, are you excited? Yeah. I know I am. It's a little cold out here, but this is an awesome looking little lake here. Kind of reminds me of some of the lakes, you know, back in the day down in Truman and all that. Plenty of standing timber here. Pretty good looking watercolor. Let's do it.
Okay.
What's your weapon of choice here?
I'm gonna start with a
spinnerbait.
Spinnerbait.
All right, and then I'm going to try a square bill. So, okay, the rules of Pro versus Joe. I know you've watched the show, but just to reiterate, is first fish, most fish, and biggest fish, and they have to be at least 12 inches long. So, are you ready to do this thing?
Yeah.
And I'm going to give you the first cast.
Okay.
So, let's do this thing. There's the whistle. It's looking like it's 49-degree water. So, Abby, whichever angle, if you want to, like I said, if you want to come over here, feel free.
Okay.
Oh yeah, one more thing. Let's map this place while we're here. The water's not quite as warm as I was hoping, but ooh, look at that log right there that you just threw by. Fish? Huh, she's got one. I don't know if it's the right size yet, but definitely the first one. Got a trailer on there. Throw back up. There's got to be a bigger one than that up there. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Guess what? I got one. I got one. You know what that is, right? Fish number 1. All right, fire on up there. He was just right by those trees. I mean, he probably would have hit the spinnerbait too. Ooh, how about that for a
backlash?
That's a professional overrun there, in a bad way.
Is that a fish?
Oh.
Nope.
You got one?
No, it doesn't feel like it.
Has it got you in the grass?
I think it has.
You got a fish, Abby.
Has me in the grass. Oh.
You got a fish.
Oh.
Got a nice fish. There you go. Good job.
I didn't even feel like a fish.
Came up and hit it in that grass and buried you in the grass.
Let's see.
Good job. Not gonna let me have that biggest one for very long, are you?
Oh no.
Oh, you know what, Abby? Let's, we'll put that one in the live one. We'll weigh it here in a minute.
Okay.
I got like the worst backlash ever.
Brent Chapman's Pro vs. Joe, brought to you by Fulton, Waves of Innovation. Maxxis Tires, your way to adventure.
Okay. So Abby, we may have to just experiment with different spinner baits and different blade combinations, and I mean, you're feeling that one vibrate good and stuff,
Yeah.
right? So just, oh, uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna have to put one of these on here too.
You want the net?
Nah, we got him.
Okay.
We got him, look at that. I think you've got me, but there's a better one. I feel okay now. All right, I'm gonna put him in there. That way
Okay.
we have at least something to weigh and
All right.
compare. I knew coming across that dam, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Not a very big one. I don't know if I don't think so. I think he's just one that's gonna waste some time here for me. Uh-oh, Abby, I hate to say it. 12 1/4 inches.
Okay.
12 1/4. See, Abby, see how we're on another flat here? There's a ditch there that has some water depth on it, so those fish will kind of migrate in on those little ditches. But see, they're probably laying in this grass right here. They love to lay in that vegetation, and that's where that chatterbait just really shines. Fish? Oh gosh, holy cow.
Oh, please don't.
Just take your time, don't horse him. Oh, look at that. Good job.
Hang on, hang on. Okay.
You got it?
Yep, hang on.
What do you think about that one?
Oh, oh, okay. Let's see.
That is a beauty. You're not being very nice here.
Sorry.
No need to be sorry, you're just kicking my tail. Man, I looked down, I thought that was, it's an awesome fish. I thought it was a lot bigger than that at first. But do that again.
I'll try. That
But
hit
would
dead
you mind
weight.
letting me catch one?
Yeah, sure. It was just dead weight again.
Yeah, they're not slamming it, but yeah, there's plenty more of those in here. Abby, don't go flying out of the boat here.
I'll try not to.
Hang on. But that'll be our power poles here to. Are you hung up or fish?
Got a fit?
Do you have a fish?
It's a fish.
Is it?
Yep.
Oh my gosh. A good one? Oh, another. Oh, it's a little guy. You can handle him. Just swing him up here in the boat. All right, dang it. All I'm doing is fighting the wind, and she's up here catching fish.
Oh, I'm hooked on you.
You're good. Just hold him up for the camera and show off again. And
Put him back.
What number is that now?
4? No, 2, 3.
We're good. Put him back.
Okay.
Isn't that funny? You'd think being cold like this that it's more of a slow down and fish something slow like a worm or a jig or like that, but everything I've ever learned, you know, for this time of year, it seems like moving baits are way more productive. Oh, like that. Oh. I like it. But mine are a lot smaller than yours. This is fun. Oh! Abby, fire back there as far as you can and just slow roll that thing back there.
Okay.
Or maybe grab that chatterbait the next cast. And I'm catching these numbers fish. Hey, check this out. So, you know, saying earlier about trying to imitate crawfish. Look. See down there? I think we know what they're eating. We got the crawfish tentacles sticking down the throat there. That's what that bladed jig's supposed to represent.
Pro versus Joe, brought to you by Power Pole, Swift, Silent, Secure, Fraybill, trusted gear since 1938. Plano, protect your passion.
See, so what we've got is we've got the creek channel, and you got the wind blowing in here and this vegetation, and you know, we're just trying to run baits over this vegetation that kind of get their attention. 52 degrees. Sun. Oh! The fish coming right at me. Oh! I like this place. That's my new line. I think I like this place. What do you think?
I don't know.
What in the world have I got here? Hey, Abby.
Yeah.
I think they like yours just as well. That's a decent fish. I like it. All right, here. So you can't blame it on the bait now.
Yep, you can have it back. There you go.
So this is a pretty cool place she brought me. You know, in Kansas, we don't have a lot of aquatic vegetation. You know, down south where I do. So it's really cool for me to come to a place like this and throw a bladed jig, and well, you can see what a bladed jig will do in 50-degree water. This is quite the fishery. Oh, I don't know what.
What is going on?
They just like.
They don't like me. That's fine.
There you go. Now, hold that rod tip high. And just a good steady retrieve. Nice ones. They're hungry. They're like, oh shoot, another cold snap coming. We got to eat. So Abby, how long have you been in with the Kickback Club?
It's almost been about a year.
So help me understand this. I know Bobby and I have helped, you know, support the Kickback Club and all that, and my friend Jimmy got it going. But is there also a high school team with your school, or just the Kickback Club, or how does all that work?
My high school doesn't have a fishing team,
Right.
so I pretty much just joined Kickback.
Okay. And that's the neat thing about the Kickback Club. It's a junior club.
Yes.
Where if there isn't necessarily a high school team, you still got that.
And they take youth.
Oh, and middle school as well. So, which is a neat way for the younger kids to learn from the older kids. And how many tournaments do you guys have a year?
We have 2 tournaments in the spring and 2 tournaments in the fall.
Okay. So it's a good way for the younger ones to get an introduction to it. And
Yeah.
Oh! That thing is not fighting much. I don't know if he knows he's hooked. Called him up out of the depths of 3 feet. Kind of a skinny guy. Nothing?
Nope.
Thought they'd be on this little point.
Just kidding.
Huh? Oh. There you go. You were being nice, weren't you? Just wait until I got up here
Yeah.
and we're fishing again. Appreciate that.
You're welcome.
See, we didn't even really fish right through here. We just kind of blew through here and now see, now if you can get it, see that slime, that line of slime, if you can get it up there. Hey, what do we got here? I caught one flipping. I can't believe it. How about that?
That's a nice fish.
Not a bad one. So throw it right up along that slime line and try to slow roll it just right off that edge.
Pro versus Joe, brought to you by Sportsman's Shake. Power your obsession. Garmin Panoptics, all-seeing sonar. Join the pros who switch to Garmin. Pro versus Joe, brought to you by Bass Pro Shops. Your adventure starts here. Pitbull Cutters. The best braided line cutters, period.
Uh-oh, there's a fish finally. Man, he smacked that thing. So look at that chunk. Pretty bass right there. That is a chunk, probably just right under 3 pounds. What do you think? That's a nice one, isn't it? All right, your turn.
Okay.
Really shocked they're not biting this jerk bait. They are biting the jerk bait. Gosh darn. Now I don't know what to tell you to do. Oh my gosh, I probably shouldn't have swung him in on the. You think they're eating? You think that fish is hungry?
Yeah.
Look at that big old. I guess that's a bluegill in there. What is that in there? Can't tell what. Is that a fish tail? I think it is. I think it's a. He's hungry. All right, Abby. We're kind of running out of daylight here, and I gotta say, I've had a blast. I think you've had a blast.
Yeah, it's been fun.
We caught a really nice one, and we got to catch some, and I've had a blast. I think we wish Mother Nature would have, or Old Man Winter wouldn't have shown up on us again.
Yeah.
But you know, that's what I've really enjoyed about doing this is every day I do this, I learn more and more as a fisherman, and I learn, you know, fish?
Yep.
No way. Right here at the end?
It's a little one.
Hey, you know what? I don't want to get you on that other one.
It's fine if you get me, I don't care.
Okay, no, I don't want to get you. We don't want to be digging a hook out of your hand. Well, there you have it. How about that? One right for the end, and you're a trooper. I think your hands are about as cold as they can be. I can tell her hands are just beat red. But capped it off with a nice one there at the end. Abby, I sure enjoyed it, and let's go find out who got the big fish.
Okay, let's do it.
I think you might have me beat. Let's go see. 460.
462?
Yep, 462. Another fun day of fishing out on the water, but I gotta say it was a cold one. You know, when we do these, we plan them weeks in advance, and you know, we hope for the best, and sometimes you know, we don't always get the best weather-wise, but had a blast out on the water with Abby today.
When I got the call that I was gonna be on Pro versus Joe, I was actually at work and I kind of like freaked out. Like I was screaming and I ran up to my best friend who works with me and I tried to gave her a hug and I was like, I'm gonna be on Pro versus Joe. She's like, ah.
I did get that first fish, but she tried really hard for that first fish. She actually had one come up and miss her spinnerbait that clearly would have given her the first fish.
I was a little upset by that, but it's okay because I got big fish, so I'm happy about that.
She answered with the big fish of the day, caught a really nice, almost 5-pound bass.
He decided to just go on a streak with numbers, but it's okay. I kept up a little bit.
We went on a tear there for the first pass through this one little area and caught a lot of fish and really thought that we were just gonna you know, be lights out on these fish today. And then as the day progressed, it didn't get warmer like it was supposed to. It literally got colder, it got darker. I mean, it got miserable out there. And you know, I'm used to being out there in the cold, but I gotta hand it to Abby. She was quite the trooper.
The conditions got colder and windier, but pretty much overall, I think we did a good job at catching them and finding them today.
I had a great time with Abby. You know, for a 16-year-old girl, I was very, very impressed with her skills out there.
I really enjoyed fishing today. I think it was a great experience for me. And if you love fishing, I would really highly suggest you going and challenging Brent. Go to proversusjoe.com and challenge him.